America is pausing to remember its fallen veterans on this Memorial Day. Across the country, parades and other events are going to be held, and people will visit veterans' grave sites.
And of course, Washington, D.C. is a focal point with monuments such as the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, as well as the Arlington National Cemetery across the Potomac.
But there are plenty of commemorations that are being held right here across Southwest Virginia. The National D-Day Memorial in Bedford will hold a memorial ceremony at 11. Alex Kershaw will be the keynote speaker. He's written multiple books on World War II, including one detailing the losses the town of Bedford suffered.
There will also be another ceremony in Bedford honoring those local men. It'll be at the Greenwood and Oakwood cemeteries at 3 this afternoon. Those attending these two events are encouraged to bring fresh flowers. American Legion Post 93 in Buchanan holds a Memorial Day observance. 6th District Congressman Ben Cline will speak to the group. There's a luncheon immediately afterward. The service starts at 11 a.m. at Fairview Mountain View Cemetery.
The city of Martinsville will hold Memorial Day services at 3 local cemeteries today. At 10 this morning at Peoples Cemetery, at noon at Roselawn Burial Park, and at 6 tonight at Carver Memorial Gardens. All services will feature a short program and a guest speaker.
The city of Radford holds its annual Memorial Day service honoring the 59 locals who lost their lives in battle, as well as veterans and active duty members. Delegate Chris Hurst and Radford Arsenal Commander Lieutenant Colonel James Scott will speak. It begins at 11 a.m. at the Bissett Park Gazebo.
Veterans will be celebrated in Dublin this morning at 9:30. The Virginia Department of Veteran Services will hold its annual Memorial Day ceremony at the Southwest Virginia Veterans Cemetery. Delegate Nick Rush will give the keynote address.
American Legion 104 in Appomattox commemorates Memorial Day at a special ceremony. The keynote speaker, Sergeant Andrew King. He's retired from the U.S. Marine Corps. He is a native of Dinwiddie County. The service starts at 11 a.m. at American Legion Post 104. And it's nice to see a lot of people in our area really observing what this day is all about.
And a lot of crowds at these events. Big thank you to all the folks who have made the sacrifice for our country and who continue to serve us even today.
Absolutely.